B-Town's finest, handsome Lagotian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know, that's one of those, mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Going play action. Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. Caught by the open man. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, Williams. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch made. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. Get some space around midfield. He's at the 30, the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead on the first play of the drive. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Worthy now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here comes Malik Washington. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the riff and a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. First and 10.
Williams off the play fake. Headed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Again, it's Williams. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints break the tie here in the 1st. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10 now from the 46. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Then stopped by Alex Highsmith. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Herbert from the gun. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 21-14 our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 3rd down and 8. They'll air it out on 3rd. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Hey, Catholic. Find that. Slow. Moment to try. Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
18 on the play. First down, Falcons.
It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. A gain of 12. And
Lion.
First down.
From the red zone on first. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. To throw is Williams. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Williams to throw on first. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Catch made left side by Abuka. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 21. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Worthy now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
21. Home trips right. Ray. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Captain.
Herbert on first down. Forced out to his right. Throws this one deep down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. Well, great work by the defense there, Brock. Coverage keeping things tight downfield even as he extended the play, and as a result, they pick up the INT.
And the eyes were bigger than the stomach on that throw. It was as if he was committed to it right when he left the pocket. But if nothing opens up, you're going to pay for trying to make a throw that simply isn't there.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Williams on first down. On the move, headed right. Williams hit, and that ball's out. This one bounces out of bounds right at the line, so it'll stay with the offense here.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce, it's just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Falcons going with a dime package here on third down.
What is up?
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's fourth down. Fourth down, pass coming. On the move into the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set now. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His third through the air this game.
Santos lining up.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Now Herbert to throw. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
59. Crowd right. Go.
Herbert back to throw. He's going deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. First down, Williams. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. The 30. Gets the 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, Herbert escapes the pocket, complete beyond the marker, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back 80, back. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
That's another Falcons.
First and 10, Herbert. Going deep here for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 35. Fairbairn set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Washington now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
What is up? What?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
6 yards.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
27 yards.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First down.
What is up?
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Falcons 35. Jairo Santos set to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Worthy now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, wait. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's going to get this one in the 36-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Herbert now. Caught quickly on the slant. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Falcon first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
6 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and goal. Here's Taylor. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
To throw, Herbert. Going with the screen to Taylor. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 42. Fairbairn set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. Showing a little burst so far. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Williams off the play fake. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Williams from the gun. Right side, this is Ibuka. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Handoff headed right, Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it. All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down. Williams to throw. Forced out to his right. Connects with Ibuka over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Williams to throw on first. Irving hauls it in. He dodged the tackle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10.
On play action, here's Williams. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a 13-point lead. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Falcons 42.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Worthy now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Home to try. Camper.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fry connected with Xavier Worthy there. So that brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long for him here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
What is it? Hold up.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Completed to his running back. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Looking from the gun, Williams. Catch is made in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Saints 63, Falcons 42. Cairo Santos set to
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Good start on the ground. Taylor. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
38 yards on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Now a toss play. Taylor. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our third quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
At their own 10-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
What is it on up?
They give to Irving to start his drive. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down throw by Williams. Intercepted. And he brings it back with a pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Mims. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
What is that?
After the pick, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 56. Fairbairn set.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. We stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Pass is brought in by Laporta. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Santos connects on the point after. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 56.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely hit. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Offense in the hurry up here. Herbert here, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Brought in inside the 20. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Falcons get it back to a 14-point game.
Falcons 63.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. I think the Falcons got that one back. Oh, they did! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Running right, it's Irving. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down.
Irving on the inside give. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
At the 13-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Once again, Irving. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints nearing their 6th win this season. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Irving can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Here's another for Irving. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Herbert now. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a a Falcon first down.
Man in motion here.
Hey, Kappa.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots to the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year.